Because we're so interesting, right?
Because we're so effing interesting.
No, it's cool. Chuck will sit there in like 20 minutes and make a comment, knowing damn well he could be on here.
Right. He could be the first one to come on live too. He'd be like, "Yeah, Wild Wild West." We're talking about nostalgia. Well, technically, it is
Jim West.
nostalgia. So,
Let's see. Where is man? So last week I had some car problems and I was working from home Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I figured either Thursday or Friday is when the car would be up and good again. And luckily, it was up and good by Thursday because the power went out Wednesday night.
well, that's good.
When that storm hit, I was like, nah. The downside is the power stayed out until Friday night, Saturday morning.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I was like, bro, no. So we hopped the hotel and we were like, you know what? We'll just deal with this when we come back.
We'll just deal with this when we, yeah. Well, the storm has brought out all the crazy people, especially church people.
Mm-hmm.
So this church I was working with the city of Farmington Hills, they were cutting their trees illegally. And then one of our people caught them. So they were like, stop cutting your trees. You got to get a permit first. So I had to go out there to inspect all the trees. And then we said, okay, give us a few days. This is the day before I go on vacation. So I said, give us a few days. We'll look at the tree permit. Okay. So I go on vacation. The city planner actually issues the permit out to the person cutting the trees so we can cut the trees down finally.
Wait. Is this a continuation of the fight that's been going on for the past month?
Oh no. This is different.
Oh, it's a different. Hey, Marcel, you missing a different fight that happened at work this time.
This is different.
Oh shit! Who fucked up this time?
A church. Okay, so now
I don't know if you can. Oh wait, I don't know if you can say that.
Yes, I can say that. Now he issues the permit to them. We all come back. A week and a half goes by. Fast forward to whenever the storm was, Thursday. Storm hits. I get an email this morning. I'll pull it up, and I think I showed it to y'all. I pulled it up. I'm pulling it up. Hold on. This had me in. I was rolling this morning. He said that due to the unnecessary work stoppage, one of the trees came down in last week's storm. Okay. We want to have extensive damage. We now have extensive damage to the expensive play structure that it fell on. We are waiting to be able to access the cost for this playscape, but all could have been avoided. The removal project was costly enough. Now this repair replacement was not in the budget. The congregation as a whole is not happy.
AKA the
city.
pastor.
The city said, no, the church said that the congregation is not happy with the city as a part of the delay. We didn't delay you guys. Your person didn't cut the tree down in time. So,
are you in jail, Chuck?
No, he just wearing an orange shirt.
Okay.
He just wearing an orange shirt.
Did you say, was I in jail?
Yeah.
Marcel was like,
I mean, they do got hella good privileges now. But
hey, don't say all that now.
I don't think
they're gonna get widescreen TV in there. Someone got a widescreen TV in their cell. I guarantee you that.
Some got satellite TV. What you mean satellite?
Shoot, jail cells be looking like penthouses right now.
Shoot. Let's not speak that into existence now. Okay, my apps are not responding today, but it's okay.
But back to this pastor. What y'all finna do?
I think I sent it to the group already. I already said what I said. What I said.
Hold up, sorry about what?
About the deacon who was mad about
that's
giving. I was like, we gave you the approval 2 days after we came out there, and then we gave you a week and a half before the storm came to cut the tree down. So that's your fault.
Yeah, that's on them.
Talk to your boss. Oh wait, that's Jesus. Oh man,
That's Jesus. Hey, well, in times like that, you got to ask yourself, what would Jesus do and call it a day?
Jesus would have cut the tree down. What is
Exactly.
with one hand? Just
It's because
like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
It's like, that's
Picked up by the dasher. Getting
you do that thing again where you got food and then started a podcast while you waiting for your food.
We didn't start the podcast. It's starting shortly, as you can see at the bottom of the screen.
why does it say live?
Because we live. They get to see us talk before the show.
Man, you better put this on Patreon or something.
It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. For free. They say it's headed to me, but I don't see nobody. It's going away from me. It's been a week, y'all. It's only Tuesday. KrisCross Corner podcast.
Man, I'm tired.
Same.
I'm not as tired as I was yesterday, but I'm tired.
I feel it.
I was
gotta
running on
perform.
1 hour sleep.
At least you can sleep.
Yeah, I'm not doing so good in the sleep category either.
Yeah. It might be the full moon.
I've taken 2 of these pure ZZ NyQuil drops each night, and I still be waking up halfway in the nighttime.
NyQuil ZZ.
Yes, these right
Just
here.
take some. What is it? Put it up to the screen. Show us your drugs.
It's that Vic stuff.
I heard that works pretty good, but the people that I know that have trouble sleeping, they need like super hardcore sleeping pills to sleep.
Like
You know,
super
like
hard melatonin.
48, like melatonin.
No, I mean
48 grams.
like we're talking past the point of melatonin, like the stuff
Like
you can
Vicodin?
literally no, not that strong, but like just literally stuff that you can only get prescribed. And
Fentanyl.
even then, it is
They go
Oh,
to sleep
yeah.
real quick.
We talking about that quick death, huh?
no. Like I knew somebody
Some
who.
propofol.
All right, Mike, calm down.
Yeah.
But no, I knew somebody who they needed some pretty heavy sleeping pills, but the trade-off was they would sleep for like 15 hours.
Damn.
That would be great for like long weekends.
No, the problem is they woke up and they'd be groggy.
Be groggy.
yeah.
And sometimes you have a headache for sleeping that long too.
Yeah.
Sometimes
it-
you just want to rest in
but
your bed.
But the problem is if they woke up before like the however extra amount of time, they would be groggy even longer. Or so
Mhm.
be like, all right, you can sleep for 15 hours, wake up a little groggy but be okay, or you can sleep for 8 and just be groggy for 3 hours and then be okay. It's like that's
messed up.
yeah. It happens though.
I wish. All right, y'all. Well, let me see we'll see what the
Maybe
topics are.
maybe us big people just got sleep apnea.
I mean, that's also it.
It might be.
End of August, these babies are coming out.
What is it? The wisdom teeth?
Yep.
You waiting this late to get them out?
Hold up, pause. Can we get all the videos of wisdom teeth or post wisdom tooth Marcel? Because that's gonna be hilarious.
No, you can't. No IV.
I was all right. I was okay
I was
when I
just
got
gonna
all
be
my teeth
straight
out.
awake. The only thing is, either I
you're
gotta
gonna be
go
awake?
to work. What?
You're gonna be awake during it?
Yeah.
Oh hell no! I was asleep when they did mine. They took me out.
They'd be like,
I woke up. I was like, I'm ready. They're like, we already took it out. What?
Bro, you better come in with all the sleeping gas. I think the sleeping gas is a requirement, though.
Yeah, it should be a requirement because I don't want to see y'all.
Yeah. I don't want to feel shit. I want to feel shit. I'm keeping a bag of teeth, though.
The bag of teeth.
Yeah, they give you don't they give you your wisdom teeth out in the bag?
I don't need it.
I don't know. I haven't had my wisdom teeth out.
Yeah, the reason why I took so long in doing so is because they can
regrow too.
Yeah, my old dentist was from Great Expressions. They fucked my whole shit up.
Did they? Great Expressions.
Like the fillings were not filling.
Oh man.
Like
they just put Play-Doh on your teeth?
No, it's like tooth cavity filling.
Damn. I think they do that on purpose too.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because that's crazy.
Like, motherfucker, I eat with these.
I eat with these. Goodness gracious. But yeah, it's nostalgia month, y'all. We got UPN shows today. We're gonna do WB shows next week.
I didn't see
UPN.
UPN.
Smallville better be on that list, man.
Wasn't it like
or something? That's WB.
That's on the WB. And that's next week.
What was on UPN? I'm sorry, I clocked that for a second.
All the nigga shows.
Yeah.
Wait, was it 101 on UPN?
Yes, it was. And we're only doing
all the nigga shows.
We're only doing like original UPN shows, not shows that started on another network, then went to UPN.
Okay.
So these are like prime, these are like UPN originals.
Because wasn't it? It was UPN and WB, and then it became CW and My TV 20 or My TV.
Yeah, My TV 20, whatever.
I remember.
Yeah.
You remember the time that UPN showed like actual sports games, like Tigers and Lions games?
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't remember that.
I remember the Tigers games. I don't remember the Lions games.
No, it wasn't Lions. It was Tigers and Pistons, I believe.
Pistons.
Yeah, they were definitely the Pistons. Yeah. It was like UPN live from the Palace of Auburn Hills. I'm like, shut up.
Yeah, that's before Fox Sports brought the rights to them or whatever.
And now Fox Sports is collapsing. And now like the localized Fox Sports is collapsing. Oh, and not Fox Sports, Bally Sports.
Yeah, Bally Sports.
Collapse.
Bally's.
Where are we supposed to? They got me on some bullshit. Like first month, over $20 just to watch a game on their app.
Wait, to watch the Pistons versus like the Wizards?
At that point, I thought like, I want to get back.
Wait, for one game?
No, for the whole month. Like
for the whole month. Yeah, but I think you can watch like other sports too. Like hockey's in the same season. You got other sports.
I'm not watching. I'll probably watch hockey. Like on the national channels. ESPN don't show no hockey. They rather show college lacrosse before hockey.
Yeah, hockey's now on TNT. TNT has the NHL contract. So now they're splitting between NBA and NHL.
Yeah.
Which is weird because I didn't think hockey would ever go to TNT.
Not to mention University of Texas, which has their own network, is moving into the SEC.
Oh, they are. Where were they before? I thought were they Big 12?
Yeah, them and I believe Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not going to work out.
It is going to work. It's going to be a rivalry. I mean, it still is. They're still going to have the rivalry, but
you really think Texas and Oklahoma is going to beat those teams?
No. At least, I mean, you got Georgia, LSU, Alabama. Who else is in the SEC? Is Auburn in the SEC?
Auburn, Vanderbilt,
Missouri's and Mizzo's in there too.
Mizzo. Maybe Ole Miss.
You forgot that Missouri was a school.
Hey, I can't forget shit.
You can't even stay awake.
Which ones did I say? I said Vanderbilt,
Ole Miss,
Auburn, Alabama, of course.
Alabama, LSU, Georgia.
Yeah, LSU, Georgia.
Is there a Florida team in there somewhere? No Florida teams?
No Florida. Most of Florida teams are in the ACC.
ACC, okay.
You get Florida, Florida State, and Miami. I think it's West Virginia SEC. No, it's definitely ACC.
No, I thought they were Big 12.
No, because Miami faces. Miami is ACC, which is like Kentucky, West Virginia, Mountaineers.
Mountaineers, Tennessee.
North Carolina.
Is Tennessee SEC?
Yeah, Tennessee is SEC, and I think South Carolina. South Carolina's SEC, I believe.
I was so happy when Tennessee beat Alabama. Then you had to have Nick Saban on the when the committee decides who goes to the championship. He said, please let Alabama go.
Man, I venture to say Georgia going to aim for their third championship.
It'll be their third.
Yeah, I venture to say Georgia's going to get their third championship. It'd be like Georgia. I don't want to say Alabama. They'll find a way though. Georgia.
They'll find a way.
Tennessee. Tennessee's got hope.
Michigan. I'm playing. You gotta say it.
I swear to God, if y'all miss this game, if y'all miss this game, if y'all lose that game,
hey,
in the playoffs.
But we got there though.
Even if you got there,
it still fucked it up.
You gotta at least win one.
We do.
At least.
Cool. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, we ain't talking about that right now.
I don't want to talk about.
On the flip side, everybody, I think UM's got themselves figured out.
They do.
They do, but they don't. It's going to be
it's going to be another Big Ten championship this year. It don't matter.
Another championship, but
it's more hardware. But after that, we gotta win at least one, and then stick it to Georgia.
That would be nice.
But it's all right. All right. It looks like they're stuck at Wendy's, so we're just gonna start.
What's the point of getting into college football? What's the point of being in the playoffs if you're just gonna be like cannon fodder? Believe me,
you make it to the playoffs.
I've seen my team become cannon fodder.
I've seen my team become cannon fodder.
Oh yeah, it was a great time. It was a great time too. Y'all thought y'all was gonna be.
Now you know how I felt when y'all faced Georgia.
No. When we faced Georgia, that was a whole different feeling. That was like, okay, we know we're not going to win.
Oh, and facing Alabama, ain't?
I mean, we weren't going to win when we went against Georgia. But
yeah, well,
we didn't know it was going to be that bad.
Let's be fair here. We both got our nuts in our games. All right, that fair enough?
I can admit that.
We both got our nuts. It just goes to show you how far away the Big Ten is away from the SEC.
I mean, I want to say SEC from Big Ten. I would just say Michigan from Alabama and Georgia, because the rest of the Big Ten ain't fucking with Alabama.
I say Ohio State.
Unless you're Ohio State.
Ohio State has earned at least the benefit of the doubt.
True.
I mean, that's fair.
It's Ohio State and Michigan, the only top two teams in the Big Ten.
At least with Ohio State, you can say that you've beaten. What was the bracket for the first college college football playoffs. It was
Georgia,
Ohio
State.
Oregon,
Georgia.
and there were two other teams, or Georgia.
Wait, for what year?
The first time where they got rid of the New York.
The new rules.
Yeah, I hate the new rules.
Oh, yeah, it was like Oregon,
on Ohio
State, Alabama, and probably I don't even know, maybe like Clemson or something. I don't know.
Clemson won one.
Clemson was in a few national championship games.
No, well before the college football.
Oh yeah. So was Michigan. You got 9 of those bitches. How many has Michigan State won?
Titles? Are we talking about big?
No, not Big Ten title. I'm talking about national. Don't worry.
If we're going the Michigan route, I'd say 3.
I don't think Michigan State has won one.
They've won a national title.
When? Pull up the facts. And while you do, I'm gonna get my stuff, and then we can start. It's gonna be like 45 minutes. Are you laughing, Walter? You know how we do.
I'm looking at it right now. National titles: 6, 1951, 52, 55, 57, 65, and 66.
Wow, you got to go back before your mama was born.
I can say the same thing as you, boy.
No, we won one recently. What you mean? Within the past 20 years.
You are not counting that half a cup a national title.
It's a win.
What?
It's a win.
You are not counting. No, absolutely.
You have to count it.
It's half a title.
But it's in the record books as a championship win.
It's a tie between Nebraska and. First of all, Nebraska ain't even relevant no more.
Okay.
It's half a title. That's not something to brag about, though.
I mean, they're not that relevant no more, but also Michigan.
Bragging
but in that same vein.
1997.
I'm gonna say 97.
I was alive for that.
I was.
That was half.
I was 2 years old.
Title. You don't see schools celebrating half a titles because they have a whole one.
No, it's not half a title. It's a title. It was just split between 2 teams. There's a difference.
First of all, how the hell you split a title is beyond me.
You agree not to go anymore.
Right. You'd be like, all right, we're done.
It's like trying to it's like trying to apply custody for a kid that ain't yours, like your wife's side kids. But count it.
I mean, to be fair, we're talking about teams in 2 different dynasties and 2 different eras, right? Like I'm not going to deny that Michigan State was a good team back then, especially back then when they used to stomp people left and right. Say what you will, a half a title is still a title. It's like, look, the same thing would be said if it was Ohio State. Like, yeah, it's half a title, but they still made it. Technically speaking, they didn't lose. That does make them champions.
But a tie, y'all both losers. And I don't see Nebraska praising their half a title either. So,
well,
we're talking about low hanging fruit here.
We're talking about they do things very differently down south. Or I guess Nebraska is still technically.
I would consider Nebraska mid.
Is it Midwest or is it Plains?
Midwest. It's like Nebraska. Then you got Iowa. Then there's a whole lot of square states in that area. if Michigan loses in the college playoffs, I mean, you have 3 chances of with it probably one of the best squads in college football history. I mean, what do you do at that point?
You accept the fact that there's room for growth. And you sit there and you actually look at the team and look at the fact that there's room for growth, and you sit there and you have to start making some difficult decisions. If you have the same squad and the same leaders for the most part.
Corum has that knee injury, which I'm not very sure he'll be 100%, but that's still a boost. That's just me. But the one thing that has always gotten in the way of UM going past that threshold is the coaches.
I wouldn't say it's the coaches. I actually disagree with you on it. I think it's more or less we have a very outdated playbook in some regards. Michigan at its essence is still a running team.
Yeah.
And that's work. And that worked for probably a solid 120 years, right?
It's worked for the Big Ten, but for everybody else, it's like we figured you out like 110 years ago.
Well, and that's fine. Michigan does have I think Michigan's biggest flaw is their receiver core. And it's not that they have bad receivers. Michigan has some of the best receivers in the country. Yeah. It's just the fact that we're a running team. So we've always prioritized that, which is fine.
And what you talking about? Running team?
No, for real. Y'all
what you talking about? Some running team?
Y'all rely on the running backs way too often.
And Ohio State didn't think that we had runners for the last 2 years.
To be fair, there were a few times where Ohio decided to let their running back become a quarterback and throw a ball. I'm still mad at JT Barrett for that one.
And plus, Ohio State has churned out some very good receivers in the league. So they know what they're doing with the passing game.
Okay. Who is that? Is that Chuck?
What?
Who's listening to something?
Oh, I'm watching NXT.
Oh.
You do this thing where you eat on the podcast again, because that's in my ear, and I don't like it. It bothers me.
It's all right, Walter. You're good.
Oh, the munching.
It's not. I can't do food noise or chewing sounds like that. That's the one thing that just.
You're like them.
To hear that saliva,
I swear to God.
To hear that saliva and that smacking noise.
Look, don't start. I'll smack everybody through the screen.
You'd be like,
This is good.
These tacos, man, I'm telling you. And I got the carne asada fries. Man, I've been going through a gallon. No, I've been going through a gallon of water a day. Like more than a gallon of water a day, actually.
You'd be surprised how much water I drink. It's about like 2.
Man,
I'm doing a gallon by like 5.
I made the worst mistake ever one day. And I was sitting there. I was in my office just working, just knocking out work. And I was sitting there and I just kept drinking water. And I had an actual measured water bottle. I had 168 ounces of water. If you put that out, that is a 24-ounce bottle of water for every day of the week.
Sure.
Yeah, that one hurt.
And with one of them jugs, you ain't got to worry about dishes and whatnot. Just fill that bitch all the way, and you good.
Wait, why are you filling up your water bottle? Why are you filling up like cups of water?
Yeah, I'm confused about that one too. There, can you turn around and?
Usually, I have Alzheimer's when I use a glass. Like if I use one, I'll set it down. Then I forget.
But you're the only one in the house.
No, I live with 3 other people.
But you know which one's yours.
And like I said,
you would think.
But getting this is a lifesaver right here.
Mm-hmm. Man, water. You got a lot of things to. Oh, hey, we can start the show, I guess.
Yeah, there's a
Chuck isn't here back.
There's a strong chance that Georgia might win another championship.
I would be surprised if they didn't. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I mean, the first year that they beat it, it's like, yeah. It's like, yeah, but you overwhelming an opponent when your own teammates are eating wings on the sideline. That was cold-blooded. Like, no, I'm not kidding. They were literally eating wings while they were beating up TCU 54-14.
Oh, I remember that. That was
Chuck, you a coach. What would you do if you were on the opposite sideline? If you saw that shit?
We're gonna start a team fight. That's just disrespectful.
You know how disrespectful it is just to have.
I'm putting the last nigga that's on the team that made the team, whatever, in there. Go start a fight. I don't even care at this moment. Somebody do something. Go start a fight, bro.
The coach instructed number of 99 to go start a fight.
Oh, we were. Shoot.
We definitely did. I'll take that suspension.
Be like,
where's this fight when y'all were down by 35?
So
I put the replacement punter in. So
it's worth it though.
I'm not sure how that's disrespectful.
You say would it be worth it? For sure.
I've been playing sports for all my life. I played football for at least a good 6 years. That was the first time I ever saw someone eating wings while dominating at the same time. Like
that's like top-notch disrespect. Like
it was hungry.
That makes you feel a different way. Like damn.
Like that's top. Yeah. No, bro.
That's top tier disrespect.
No, it is top tier disrespect. That's top tier.
Like even as a coach, I wouldn't even. As a coach, I wouldn't even let my players do that shit. Like if I would have seen that shit, I would have had to go knock that shit out their hands. Like,
oh
bro,
yeah.
What the fuck is y'all doing?
I think one of the assistants asked for a play.
I said, "Oh, you must not want to play it next week, huh?" That's what I would have said.
It's a championship game. That was wild as hell.
Somebody's got some problems here.
And to be fair, all of them are just going to get drafted to the same team anyway.
We get split up unless you're like offense and defense.
Look up the Philadelphia Eagles draft capital. 5 out of 6 of their players are from Georgia, the University of Georgia.
They all play together. They know how to do it. That's easy. That's light work.
Well, that's woo.
But the NFL is a different giant, though.
So. I mean, they call
no pun intended for the NFC East.
Called the Philadelphia Eagles.
They're called the
Philadelphia Bulldogs. I seen the memes.
Swans.
But back to that wing thing. I'm glad it was wings because if it was like if it was like they ordering right off the sidelines with that concession stand, like, hey yo, can I get a couple of hot dogs? I'll be, woo, you had time today.
But wings is something that you take your time to eat.
Right.
It wasn't like hot dog or something. Hot dog, you could throw that down 2 bites, boom, boom.
We talking about fancy
wings. You take your time to eat wings, like hot dog. You like 2 bites. This shit gone.
You're like
2.
You gotta turn it around.
And they were soft. And they were
you over there cleaning the gristle and everything. Like,
and they were sauced up. They
had sauce too. Yeah, they had sauce on it.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like the only thing that's more disrespectful to eat is probably ribs.
Oh, if you eat ribs on my side,
and not only eat ribs, and you sitting there, the same thing. You pick like you eating the gristle, and like if your bone is clean and drier in the desert in the middle of the summer,
you cleaning that bitch.
Oh,
I don't think that was disrespectful. I think the most disrespectful thing out of the whole entire thing was the national cameras actually panning over to them eating chicken wings. instead of watching the game.
Disrespect. No, what
they said that was more entertaining.
I'll take it another tier higher. What if they finished them off, and they just gave the bones to TCU, like clean our shit.
Clean our shit.
Yeah, Marcel, that's fighting words.
No, just have a bucket of wings.
That's how you really start a fight, bro. Like,
no, it's just the disrespect.
Clean our shit. Bah!
About these whole, bro.
Yeah, I'm about to blow your shit in. That's what I'm about to do.
Bring your ass out. Bucket of wings ready to catch a fade. Just
what was that? What was that? Oh, bring that ass here, boy. Like,
right. Speaking of bring that ass here. Welcome back to the KrisCross Corner podcast. I'm your host, Kris Canty. We have the Great Debaterz in here today. We got Marcel Smith, Walter Quickthins, and we got Chuck. What's up, y'all?
Man, we were all full of energy a couple of minutes ago. What happened?
I just got my food, so I'm dragging the night. Plus, my Wi-Fi is trash. I don't know what's going on. So, well, yeah, if this is your first time listening, this is a based podcast where I every week talk about news around the city as well as current topics, old topics, sports, politics, relationships, music, and movies. Today we're starting off the nostalgia month. We're going to talk about the top 10 UPN TV shows. So UPN, if you guys remember that network, if you're old enough to remember the network, it was like you must see TV in the Black community. Had to watch it. Or it was the only thing on your TV when you were growing up in Black.
Yeah, we had a couple of channels, and that was one of them.
Yep.
If you were lucky, you would get CBC or TVO. If you were lucky.
TVO Kids was low key better than
TVO Kids was lit. Yeah, the Canadians always had later channels. But before we begin, shout out to the members of the KrisCross Corner podcast Facebook group and follow us on Instagram and our podcast listeners. Listen on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. All right, Chuck. I do not want to hear anything about Wild Wild West or Wild Wild West on this podcast.
The Wild
We're talking about UPN. We're not talking about anything Hollywood today.
What about Joe Budden?
No Joe Budden either. Joe Budden. No Joe Budden. No Joe Budden. We're not doing that today. All right.
So no Jim West?
No
Okay,
Desperado
TV.
either.
No Rough Rider?
All right. So we want to start off the episode with what we always do. What you doing, Detroit? I'm looking at my carne asada fries, and they look so delicious. But I gotta close them now. All right, because Walter hates the smacking sound. So we're gonna move on to.
Hey, if we don't get Wild Wild West, that's all I'm asking, man.
So a 13-year-old, I think you guys all heard about this. A 13-year-old was charged in the fatal stabbing of a teen after losing a basketball game. In Detroit.
That's crazy, bro.
You lose a basketball game and you stab someone to death.
That's crazy.
Kids today, they gotta learn how to take an L properly.
No, it's not even that. It's just a matter of we as a society have gotten so angry about literally everything that our first response is, all right, I'm gonna kill somebody. That's a problem that we need to fix.
This is what happened when you hand out participation trophies to everyone.
Yeah, right. It's true. You laugh.
Nobody knows.
It's true.
Nobody knows how to lose. Like nobody know how to lose and be like, all right, I'm gonna just get better, or I'm gonna beat them next game. Like it's like
them days are
if
over.
they don't win, they completely go straight to like not knowing how to function. They either shut down or they just get angry.
And that's a big thing. I was talking to a friend, a really old, one of my old best friends. We caught up over the summer, and we sat there and we used to, full reference, full nerd alert. You're welcome. We used to do like these math-based games back in the day, and I told him, I was like, look, man, you used to beat me all the time, but it always pushed me to be better. It always pushed me to learn more, to do better. To like, Did it work? It did for the most part. I mean, hell, I was 11 years old knowing what a factorial was. Believe me, I learned a lot. But it's the same point.
But losing is supposed to teach you a lesson. That's
the thing.
It's supposed to teach you and then make you be better the next time, not kill somebody.
Well, some people just want to take the easy way. That's all it is.
Well, there's that, but it also is what everybody has said has been right too. The biggest problem that we have is learning. It's accepting loss, and that's something. I mean, hell, not for nothing, but we all saw the news on January 6, 2021, right? People don't like to lose. People don't know how to lose. So when people lose, I also think part of it is just the failure aspect of it. Nobody wants to fail, so everybody does their best not to fail. It took me personally a long time to accept the fact that failure is part of growing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, if you fail, that means you just got to be better the next time.
Exactly.
That's what failing is. Like you fail, you be like, oh shit, next time I gotta study harder, or next time I just gotta practice harder, play harder, something cheat like harder. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. I'm gonna just say
that. That's probably why he shot him or stabbed him. He's like, "You cheated, nigga."
But yeah, no, I saw.
Might just meant to stab the leg and not the neck.
You said 1 by 2. It's 21-20. He started walking away. He said, "Yeah."
You know that last point. You know that last game point to 21. People be throwing elbows and everything they can. Like, where was this energy at?
At point 2.
Right.
Like, foul. With 21. Straight elbow, box up. Like, really?
Hey,
I'm on the ground.
The last point to 21 get kind of physical.
Yep.
Yeah.
It'd be friends. It'd be all good until that last one. You'd be like, "Yeah, we ain't friends no more, nigga."
I ain't talked to one of my. I ain't talked to my neighbor for like a month after he beat me on that last point.
Your neighbor?
I was like 16, man.
Man, I fuck around.
You look out the window like,
man, I fuck around and hear somebody off the court. Like, full goal spear.
He didn't touch his neighbor. That's messed up.
Look, man, it was a game, man. It was one of them late night summer games. You sit there at the hoop at like 11 o'clock at night, like, all right, last game. All right, I got my ass. I was like, I'm going home. So, yeah, me and my buddy used to sit out. We used to hoop outside till 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night in the summer.
The good old days.
Yeah, the good old days. Back in the YWCA days.
Hey, back in the YWCA days, I had to be at home by the lights came on.
I didn't have
YWCA. Right there on Grand River.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's how I met Kris.
That's why I learned how to swim.
Camp counselor. Oh wow, the pool was open.
Wait, hold on. The pool was open?
Oh no.
Yeah, that's why I took my swim classes at.
Man.
Because I'm saying the entire time I was there, that pool was never open.
Wow. That's crazy.
They were like, we're gonna clean up the pool, and we believed them for like a day, and then we were like
an empty pinata.
Damn, what's up? Well, speaking of empty pinata, the first case of swine flu is reported in Michigan after contact with pigs at an Oakland County fair.
Not again.
So yes, white people, wash your hands.
Wait, do we have a case of white people in again?
Yes, swine flu is back. Like, just wash your hands.
Wash your
before
hands.
you eat the chicken leg or the turkey leg, whatever they eat at the Renaissance Festival.
You know, some of them don't do that.
And wash your legs too. Wash your legs in the shower.
I want to point out
it's Renaissance, so you know a massive wave of dysentery is coming up real soon.
Marcel, you do know what dysentery is, right?
Yep.
Educate the class. Without looking it up.
You gotta look. You gotta go to ChatGPT
real quick.
It's my friend. It's diarrhea. That's all it is. Dysentery is quite literally.
That's basically all it is. Infectious diarrhea. Thank you. You knew what I meant though. Ain't had no plumbing. They got no, and they didn't have any plumbing. They just had a hole in the plank.
Oh Lord. All right.
Hard times. Like this
Hard
girl
times. No. Hard times call for stupid criminals in Detroit. Let's go.
No.
So there was a woman who fled from the police on a motorcycle.
She pulled an ET, tried to fly with the moon.
No. I'm gonna say this as calm as I can, but so I don't laugh. So she runs away from the police. A few squad cars follow her. You know.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, a few minutes later, some police choppers are added into the mix.
Mm-hmm.
So a smart criminal would just go away and like zoom off, like the one Charger did on that one video that went away from the chopper last time.
Mm-hmm.
Guess where this woman goes?
Wendy's.
With a police chopper over her head.
Where? Home?
She goes to her house.
I think
it's fair to say, once you hit a certain level of stupidity, just let the cops take you. Like you get to a certain point, and all you can do is just sit there and be like, all right, you know what? You got me. You done got me. I'll go quietly.
It's like damn. You see the police choppers like what?
So she just went home.
She went home and it's like I ran away from them today. They swarmed the house so quick.
I mean, she said shit. She fuck it. She gotta let somebody know she about to go to jail.
I think, like I said, people are stupid. People are really stupid.
They're very dumb. Very stupid. All right. Speaking of stupid things, French mustard Skittles are a thing.
So I heard.
I beg your pardon.
Wait, no. I heard those are they're super limited, and you have to win them or something like that.
Why would I want to win?
Who really wins?
Right? What is that really a win?
It should be like one of those like prizes.
I mean, in case you got one of them like fucking crazy ass fetishes that you just eat mustard.
Man, they gonna fuck around and make a spicy mustard Skittle.
Hey, there's someone out there collecting mustard flavored things. So
there are. Also, that's one of those where that's one. I'm not gonna lie. That's one of those where the first time I heard that I was like, I don't want them, but I kind of want to try it.
No,
I don't like regular.
Like just one.
First of all, Skittles are supposed to be fruity and delicious, not mustard.
Fruity and delicious.
I don't know what these things are. These things are mustard flavor. Oh, I hate mustard to begin with.
Like, how do you make a raggedy? Yeah, so how do you make a Skittle that tastes like raggedy ass? And Skittles is like, give us a second.
Hold my beer.
That's like eating one of them damn jelly beans that you don't even know what flavor it is.
I hate that. And they don't like you look at the back, you're like, damn, I just had popcorn and key lime pie in the same bite.
Yep.
It's disgusting.
Or what is it? Pringles had hot dog flavored Pringles.
Dirty sock. What? Like dirty sock or some shit.
Yeah, it tasted like dirty water, and I wasn't a fan.
I'm like, y'all, that's extreme sports. And then I'm gonna talk about my coworkers at work. So they took the big thing of jelly beans with the actual book of what you're eating, like what flavors they are. They threw that away, put it in like one of those like things you have to like at the store where you turn and get the candy out. So you don't even know what flavor you're eating. So I played it safe. I got all the green ones.
All the green ones.
All the light green ones. I know that's lime.
They put a little picture up of the puppet from Saw, and it's like let the games begin.
That's basically what they did.
No, like, Jigsaw is the killer. Billy's the puppet, I think.
Yeah, it was crazy. I had a handful of red, and I put it all in my mouth. I was like, "Yep, that's cherry. Oh, that's cinnamon. Oh, okay, that's ketchup." Disgusting.
No, I would have been mad.
I was mad. I had to go to the bathroom and spit it out.
Would have been that angry Negro in the office.
I was that day. I was like, "You're gonna get a mad nigga today." They're gonna see how really mad I can get. But that's okay.
An angry Negro.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of not angry Negroes, I can't speak today. there's some Negroes working in Google making a lot more money than I am. So Google's high-paying jobs, we have the sales strategists. They get like $320,000 a year. Sales strategists for Google. If you want to be a legal corporate counsel, which is a lawyer, basically an attorney for Google, which you're always working every day because Google's always like snitching on people. $320,000.
Google straight the ops. Google is.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I would snitch for $320,000 a year.
What? No, you're trying to protect Google. You're not trying to.
No. All you're doing is protecting the snitches from getting stitches, and I'll do that for $320,000 a year.
Well, yeah. We were snitching, but you did sign this form, and you did say yes to the terms and conditions.
You did sign this.
It's like I'm telling the FCC. It's like,
but these terms and conditions, though.
No, that's what Google will sit there and be like, I'm telling my dad, and turns to the FCC and goes, Can you do something about this, please?
They'd be like, you've been served. I'd be like, here's your terms and conditions. For $320K a year, sign me up.
Dry snitching.
They were like, what did you pass? Ice cream bar? Shit. I'm in. Enterprise direct sales. So direct sales for Google is $377,000.
Yeah, I do that.
Well, some shit.
I do that.
Yeah.
I would do that.
Engineering manager. So you're the manager of all the engineers. It's $400K.
Yeah, that's
But get this: if you want to be a software manager for Google, you get almost close to $1 million a year, $718,000.
No, that's fair. This is
Before
Google,
taxes.
Like, how many positions of them do they have to fill? Like,
Wait, hold up. Wait,
software engineer for Google.
Wait. You said $718. Wait, you said $718,000 a year before tax, which means that would be $718,000 because there's people who don't pay taxes.
I mean, you don't. You the person who makes the money has to pay taxes, not the company.
But that's still, for Google. I mean, that makes sense though. If
you work in California, you're not getting $718,000. You're getting like $1 after taxes is taken out.
Don't forget the gas prices.
And you got to drive to work.
Now, what the bus pass situation look like?
Bus. I'm too poor to get on the bus in San Francisco. They're like $50 for 1 mile. I'm like, well, okay, guess I'm walking.
Walking in hard Croc shoes? Nah, you ain't doing that.
And them hills in San Francisco? Hell no. Put me on the bus.
Your calves are gonna be big as hell the minute you hit that office.
Right. Shoot, I'm making $718,000.
Big calves and a good paycheck.
Hey. So I'm gonna talk about this today.
Something you gotta get off your chest, man.
I really have to get this off my chest because if I don't talk about it, it's gonna stay inside of me. So we have homeless people on the street.
Oh no.
We have people 1 paycheck away from robbing a bank. We have kids getting stolen, put it on the black market. We have drugs being put into Miami Port, Los Angeles, Detroit, Ambassador Bridge, anywhere, okay? Of all the problems in the United States Congress set up an emergency meeting. They flew in everybody, the Senate and the representatives, to talk about fucking UFOs.
I got to be honest, though.
God damn it, U.S.
No, I got to be honest, though. I'm not surprised for several reasons. And I'm not surprised a lot more people aren't talking about it, right?
What?
Because no, let me finish at this point because we don't care. You know what shit has happened this year alone? Yes, aliens are real. Cool, let's move on. That's all. Like that's all they had to come out and say.
They call it a special session, Walter. A special session.
What really needs to be what really needs to be said is what the fuck is so interesting about the Earth right now?
Take me with them.
Did we not see Independence Day and what happened? Release me. This man knows too much.
And that's better than being put through student loans and taxes. That's for damn sure.
Well, I mean, you're not.
I'll take the student loans and taxes over, being molested by aliens for 60 years.
Yeah, I'm. Well.
To be honest, that might be somebody's fetish right there.
No, honestly, I'd rather take the loans because I work for a nonprofit, and if I stay there long enough, they'll forgive my loans.
You hope.
I mean, in real life, Scrolls been here for forever.
Huh?
I said Scrolls been here for forever.
I hate you, Joe.
That's. I can't argue that. I can't argue that at all.
I'm just saying.
I still need to watch that show.
You know what's also crazy? So, a vegan raw food diet influencer died of starvation. I'm not gonna say
was hungry.
She don't deserve any praise on this podcast.
I'm sorry, who died of starvation?
I'm not gonna say
somebody that was making themselves hungry because they wasn't eating shit.
No. I didn't hear what you had said to begin with. You said a vegan influencer has died because
a vegan raw food diet influencer dies of starvation.
Gee, I wonder how that happened.
Yeah, look,
that's a quick cold case.
No, look, I'm gonna say this. Look, I understand that people have eating disorders, and if you do have a disorder or you think you do, please get it looked at. It's a very serious condition. I know several people that are battling them, and they struggle on a daily basis.
But don't use
she's an influencer, so she did this on purpose.
Don't use it for clout, though.
She did it for clout.
Don't use it for clout,
and that's her fault.
Ain't no clout worth dying for.
It ain't.
It's not. No, it's not. But people do.
Make sure you get your calories.
Make sure you get that life insurance first.
Calories over clout.
Speaking of clout, President Vladimir Putin.
Oh dear.
My friend Vladimir Putin. If you're listening, Vladimir, hey, I'm right here. We're in Michigan. He has forgiven. Hold on. What's up? We're gonna get to the good part.
You don't need a location down to the ops.
Hey, no, he's my friend. He's not the ops. Okay, because he's done something great for the black community all around the world. I'm going to say what he did in a second. So he forgave $23 billion in debt owed by African countries.
All right,
that's a play. That's a play for the overlay, bro. Like,
yes,
it is. It is.
Hold on. Wait,
nobody is stupid, bro. Like, you don't want them to help you down the line. Sooner or later,
you're going to try real hard to pull the rule over black people's eyes.
Yes, bro.
It's geopolitical strategy at its best. He forgave the debt so we can have allies, which we're not stupid. Thank you. but the USA though.
Hey, but we still gonna fuck you up when it come down to it.
Like,
they're like, thank you. We need help. Shit, it's cold up there.
You ain't seen no black people in Russia in the wintertime.
In the summertime either. What you mean?
We know better.
I don't know. Well, we don't been there before.
The Kremlin looks scary. Whenever time you go there, it looks like a big Christmas castle.
No, that's fair.
Say gingerbread, but okay.
Let's not piss off.
I'm sorry, Vladimir.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Vlad.
Russia's one of the many people you do not want to piss off.
I know. Yes, he's my friend Vladimir.
Your friend Vladimir. Okay.
My friend Vlad. I'm calling Vlad.
Nigga, he don't know you.
Shoot, he about to know me.
Okay,
Shout out to our listeners in Russia, Serbia, Lithuania, Estonia. What's the other countries over there, Walter? Belarus.
Bosnia, Herzegovina. Yeah.
Shout out to the Ukraine.
Big shout out.
I just say my friend Vlad, but it's okay.
Yeah, I don't know how you got away with that one. I guess we'll see how that fares next week.
Yeah, it's gonna be our last episode.
Like you've been banned in Ukraine. It's like all right, you got me.
Coming across the Black Sea to Turkey, baby. We're back. Whoa! Shout out to the people in Turkey. All right.
Hey, shout out to the Turks.
And speaking of people who don't understand history, Ron DeSantis has invited.
I really don't have time for Ron DeSantis.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis
He ain't got time for that crackhead.
Has invited Vice President Kamala Harris to Florida to discuss the state's African American history curriculum, which teaches kids that slaves benefited from slavery.
Bro, that is the dumbest shit I have ever
So
heard.
you're going to invite the black Vice President of the United States of the Democratic Party.
Oh, that's going to end swell against.
I think he's just trying to get slapped by her on national TV just so they can be like, there go that angry black woman.
Kamala, don't do it.
No. She needs to do it. She needs to do it because that one slap heard around the world, the entire country is going to go blue. I'm telling you. In 2024, Texas is going to go blue because of Kamala's slap.
I can see some Confederate crackhead right now. You let a black woman slap you? You ain't no true white man.
Look, for everything that y'all are the worst. I swear.
What the fuck? What type of accent was that, Tim?
Yeah.
You ain't no white man. What?
He sound like somebody horribly trying to do a combination of Uncle Ruckus and Anton Jackson, I think was the dude. Yeah, I remember an Undercover Brother where Eddie Griffin was living with She-Devil.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, my name is Anton Jackson. Like,
what was Chappelle? What was the old man, the blind KKK Bixby?
Oh my God.
White power. Get that monkey off my car.
Man, I'll never forget when I was working at Home Depot. I was talking to one of my coworkers about that because despite him being very much a white hick from Howell, nigga love Chappelle show. But the funniest thing,
white people love Chappelle show.
Yeah, but the funniest shit we were talking about, he was like, I saw that episode, and my immediate thought was, oh, somebody's gonna kill him. Yeah. I was like, yeah, that's probably why they didn't do it.
The thing about it is, white people love the Chappelle show. They just didn't pay him a lot for it. That's why he left.
No, they was about to pay him.
No, back to the
after he was like, no, I need more money.
Back to the DeSantis.
Then he was like, I'm going to Africa.
Bullshit. I had enough.
But yeah, slavery being a benefit for black people, I don't know.
First of all,
he said it taught them skills.
No, so there is this very, very all right.
It was Votech before Votech.
Don't do that.
We are not fitting to call slavery ITT Tech of the South, okay?
ICDC.
That's what he pretty much was saying, though.
Everest College.
Everest.
He pretty much was saying that slavery taught black people skills so they could survive after slavery.
Speaking of which
is what the same thing white people could do. I don't understand what.
So all right, so
college of communications.
So if black people benefited from slavery, so why is there inequalities today?
I'm about to say, as somebody who has actually studied this shit,
I did too. What you talking?
Did you?
A geography major, urban planning major, urban planning has to do.
And I'm pretty sure the job program.
I just watched a bunch of movies.
Doesn't consist of being butt broken, boiled in oils, whipped beyond belief, being torn away from your kids, your family, pretty much anything identical, any identity you had to Africa. I have not seen a curriculum to that.
What I was going to say was, especially when it comes to the situation with like teaching history and all that, we all know that those who don't know history are doomed to repeat it, but it's also this thing where I remember we had a lot of talks in the history department about how to teach history and how to make sure that like the correct history is taught. And hearing all of that shit going on in Florida, I'm like, y'all are actually stupid. And the fact of the matter is, what I find the most interesting is people don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Like most people, especially in Florida, they don't care. And that's what I find interesting. Not even the fact that it's teaching one history or another. It's just the fact that like people are straight up lying, and that's not okay.
You probably got to think of who is like majority of the history teachers now. I mean, it's a lot of them Caucasians that's teaching it. So I'm pretty sure when February came around, them trying to teach African American history got kind of uncomfortable for them.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna
I
fuck
mean,
around.
and
It was
thing
like
is,
shit. Martin Luther King again.
Man, they're gonna
Yeah,
fuck around
like,
and call Martin
you know,
Luther King a redhead. I
so
swear.
so for them, they probably okay with it, so they don't have to have that uncomfortable section of teaching slavery and all that shit. So they black students won't be looking at their ass like, bitch,
It's my
fuck you up.
favorite. It's my favorite lesson. Rosa Parks at the back of the bus.
First of all, it's the uncomfortable lessons that make you grow. Okay.
Yeah, but
And it's the same people who said that CRT wasn't welcome.
Uncomfortable.
Well, no, and that's the thing is if you're going to sit there and teach classism or like racism and classist theory like that, you have to teach both sides of it.
The whole
which
story.
Is what, right. And yeah, you're right. Like and that's one of those things where it's like, look, language is important, right? Because yes, if you phrase it like, well, slaves learned how to survive in America, technically that's not wrong, but you are grossly understating everything else, right? And that's where the problem is. The problem isn't necessarily that they're telling the truth or they're lying. It's the fact that they're not telling the whole truth, and that is the problem that we.
No, they're not telling the truth.
Well,
they're not telling the truth.
You know what? I'm having fun watching Florida burn because they brought it upon their damn selves.
They brought it upon themselves, but that's a problem for everybody.
Yeah.
Well, because let's be honest here, Florida basically has just been a proving ground for a lot of the stuff or Florida and Texas have become proving grounds for what conservatives really want to try to push. They know they're going to have absolutely no opposition in those areas, at least not enough for it to not enough for it to count, right? And so that's where people are like, okay, and everything that they're passing, they've been able to push through successfully. They have tried to push into larger areas, and it hasn't failed as much as it should have.
I mean, it's not going to fail because the people who are voting for these things are old white men. So it's like, and they're the only ones involved in politics in Florida and Texas, or across the nation is old white people.
Let's not beat around the bush here. Texas has done some unforgivable shit in their legislative.
No, and I'm saying it because there's old white people running the government. So
look, the way I see it,
until you get more people, more diversity in your government, you're not going to be able to change anything.
Look, let Texas secede and call it a day.
What'd you say?
I said let Texas secede because they legally can. Let them do it.
They're not going
and
to.
Then everybody else can go back to like put out sort of how they were like, oh, well, we need to move all of the liberals into just
Texas succeeding would be just like letting like the banks go under in 2008. Let them go. Watch them fail.
They'll be back.
They will be back. It was like it'll be a Thanos speech. You're coming right back to me. Come on back. Oklahoma's like, come on, connect.
Come on. You know you want to. It's like, nah.
Man. But yeah, DeSantis needs to chill.
DeSantis
is just giving me just great content, so he needs to stay.
And that's what Trump did in during his entire presidency. In case you didn't notice, every comedian had the best material, and all they had to do was watch the news. And
it was a shit show from beginning to end.
I mean, the shit was definitely writing itself.
Chew.
It was. But the problem is, because of that, we left a lot of things unchecked and really let slide a lot of things we shouldn't have. And I'm really afraid that if we keep this trail up, and that's just kind of what we're going to end up doing, is we're just going to have people saying random shit back and forth all day that makes no sense, and it's unchecked, but it's funny to somebody, so it's fine. And that's where you catch me.
I honestly think the legislators, including ours and every state, they got like a hot box group chat. Like, man, I can't deal with this no more. Meet me in the parking lot. I got OG Kush, and I got some OG Kush, some backwards, some Swisher Sweets if you're really feeling a little funky.
No, they have cocaine and heroin. If you're
we need to get this done. We need to get bro.
They do shit harder than weed, bro.
You're doing some harder drugs if you're a
politician. I know the legislators for Georgia are like,
doing cocaine.
I gotta deal with this woman again.
Yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene, which I will be. I got more material on her too.
Oh, are we talking about what she did in Congress this week?
Oh,
I'm loading it up. I'm gonna do a 2-hour show on her.
Bro, they got lines on the ready in the Congress deck. As soon as she opens her mouth, like, oh shit.
Marcel, you okay? You want to do some drugs today?
Here we go. I can't stand I just can't stand who's in charge.
Hey, I think Sale.
Why don't you become a politician then, Marcel? I'll vote for you.
I wouldn't.
That's one vote.
Yeah.
No offense, but I
you know what? If
I mean, you live in Detroit now, so you can run for Detroit City Council.
If MTG and Laura Barber can go in,
the
most
Eric May, that man was the realest city
on.
council person I have ever seen.
Who was?
I've only seen like
Eric May. Y'all ever seen like Eric May
I've seen
like Facebook and TikTok or whatever?
Mm-hmm. I've seen it.
Man,
that shit be hilarious.
Man, I fuck around and pull a Kwame accidentally.
No.
I had a conversation.
Try to stay away from that route. Man, they asked me at work. They was like, what would your first thing? What would your first thing be if you were the president of the United States? I'd be petty as hell. I put Kwame back in prison.
Yeah.
I put that man back in prison. Kwame Kilpatrick.
Hell no, I'll make him the governor.
The governor
around all that money?
I'll make him the governor.
Has anyone seen Kwame since?
He
the
preaching.
Secretary of the Treasury.
You say he preaching?
He a pastor?
Yeah, Kwame a pastor.
Texas or Florida.
He be here sometimes.
Wait. Is he a real pastor, or is he a pastor in the same way that Steve Harvey is a judge?
No, he's a pastor.
Pastor.
Like, he actually got his
theologian school
degree.
Yeah, his seminar.
No way. The grift continues.
The grift continues.
Now he's getting tax-free money from people. He's stealing money from the black people. That's pretty much what all the church does anyway, but I'm just saying. But
don't go that. Don't go that.
Oh yeah, I said it.
Don't do that.
Because I know where the money goes. I've been in the accounting room before.
It depends on the church.
Yeah, if it's like one of those mega churches,
you're right.
If it's like
thanks Charles for saving us.
If it's like one of those mega churches,
not all churches. Like
just perfecting in
if you got
word of greater grace and like
word of faith,
word of faith,
ATM on the side. If your church got an ATM on the side,
what's the other one?
When your church started taking cash app, that's when when they be like, yeah, we got cash app, Venmo.
The Potter's house.
Can we have $50 cash app line right here?
PayPal.
Joel Osteen's church.
No, that's a very good point. Like once you hit a certain point and somebody's like, yeah, no, you ain't got no tithes this week, you ain't got no offerings. No, but that's okay. We got an ATM in the back, and it's like, wait,
there is no way out of it.
No, the fact that you have a whole arena, like 20,000 people.
I have issues. I had issues with mega churches
and a QR code scanner in your hand right now. Just what we doing here?
Yeah.
No, but I have issues. I have my own issues with mega churches. I get why they exist, but I can't get behind, especially when they're like, oh yeah, no, that's.
It feels like the pride has gotten. It feels like the pride has washed over them.
Look, I've got pastors in my family, and they are incredibly humble people. I can't imagine them being like, all right, well, it's like, oh, well, where's your uncle so and so, the pastor? Oh, he's flying in on his private jet. Like that just doesn't seem right to me.
That don't sound right.
And you got people in your church barely making it.
Somebody getting a lick in the children's ministry. Something don't sound right.
Why are we beating kids in the children's ministry, Marcel?
No, hitting the lick as in.
Oh, okay, I got you. All right. Anyway.
Okay, Marcel.
Anyway, we're gonna move on to my top 10 list of the week, which is the top 10 UPN, which stands for United Paramount Network. Not the United Producers of Negroes.
United Producers of Negroes.
So the top UPN TV shows. Now, everybody got their list up, right? All the shows, right?
No.
Just look it up. All right, we got some honorable mentions. Honorable mentions for UPN. Homeboys from Outer Space, 1996 and 1997. Honorable mention. I'm not putting that in the top 10.
Man, Flat Washington was in that one too, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah.
Flex Washington, yeah. I think that was like his first sitcom or something like that.
First sitcom, yep.
Or at least in a major role or whatever,
Actually, his first role was, I think it was Homeboys in Outer Space, which was also a UPN show.
Marcel, we're talking about UPN.
So
that's what we're talking about.
He's not listening,
Marcel just got to the bathroom.
Hey, I had to take care of the little nephew. All right, I just got back.
Okay. Actually,
you sound like Basil now.
Little Boys in Outer Space.
Yeah, you just pulled a Basil moment, man.
I'm not that old.
You ain't got to be that old, but you just said disappearing for a bit, come back, and started talking about the exact shit we were already talking. That's a Basil shit.
Some Basil shit is when you stay with this.
All right, next one. We're going to talk about our next honorable mention. We're going to talk about Moesha, 96 to 2001.
Trash show.
Trash.
Oh,
trash show.
Honorable mention.
Honorable mention. Moesha.
Oh,
I said it on the show.
No, Mo to the E to the
and
snore. That was a great show.
Trash. Trash.com.
That was a great show.
Dad was weak. Mom
was probably that was probably the weakest TV dad I have seen.
Weakest TV mom too. Shirley Ralph was the weakest mom too.
She wasn't even a mom. She was just a stepmom.
So she couldn't really.
Yeah, she couldn't do nothing.
She couldn't run a newspaper club. Come on now.
Damn. All right. So 1996 to 2001. Eve, 2003 to 2006. Honorable mention.
Eve. Okay.
Eve was an okay show.
It was all right. Show, yeah. What? How many seasons they had? Like 3?
3, yeah.
3?
2 or 3. It stopped because of the merger of CW. Both Star Treks, Enterprise and Voyager. Honorable mention.
I didn't watch none of that shit. So
what?
I didn't get.
I watched Voyager.
I didn't get into Star Trek till I got like a little bit older.
Mm-hmm.
Star Trek was are we talking
back
about
back then? I'm like, yeah, that's some nerdy shit right there. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off.
It was some nerdy shit. My mom used to watch that all the time.
Yeah,
I mean, I like Star Trek, so I ain't.
Yeah, and then of course, All of Us, 2003 to 2006.
Is that the one with Dwayne Martin, right?
Yeah, Dwayne Martin and Lisa Ray.
And Lisa Ray, yeah,
okay. Right.
Yeah, I can see that. The acting wasn't that fantastic.
It was okay. It was UPN-esque.
Yeah. UPN was Tubi before Tubi.
No, Tubi is horrible. Tubi is horrible.
Tubi is, but every
Did you see the video I sent? The guy was like, he shot the
bullet like it was warning, and it hit the tree, and she still got, and it killed her. Like, come on, bro.
She was like,
I get it. Tubi is not good TV, but every now and then I'll look something up and I'm like, where can I find this? And I'll sit there and watch it on Tubi.
Y'all seen that clip where the wife is arguing with the husband, and she was like, where you been going every morning, leaving the house? He like, I've been fired for like a month now. He like, so where you been going every morning when you leave the house? He said, I've been fucking. He said, how you think we been getting this money?
I saw that
shit. he said, I've been fucking.
I had to throw my phone across the room. That was hilarious.
Oh, I died laughing. So I said, how is this shit even allowed to be on anything?
It's free.
It's free TV.
It's the best. No, they were talking about charging people for Tubi now.
They about to start charging people for it.
Yeah, shoot. Y'all can have
What,
it.
$2.99? That's about as much as they can
Look,
charge.
if you're gonna
It was
charge me to
high.
start watching, look, if you're gonna charge me to start watching bad crap on like internet TV, I'm just gonna go back to Pluto TV and start watching that shit again.
But they don't make enough money from sponsors. I know they got sponsors on there.
They
Like,
have sponsors, yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Cause hell, Damon Wayans got a show on Tubi. What is it called? Like Cinnamon or something like that?
Cinnamon. I don't know.
Yeah, Damon Wayans got a show on Tubi called like Cinnamon.
Look this up. I don't believe this.
Damon Wayans.
Oh, they said they're gonna start $9.99 subscription fee.
Tubi can suck my left nut for that. What the fuck?
Not the left one.
Just the left one.
Speaking of switching the topic, they're my top 10 UPN shows for Nostalgia Month on the KrisCross Corner podcast. If you want to get monetarily, go to anchor.fm/KrisCrossCorner/support. All right. Number 10, Malcolm and Eddie. 96 to 2000.
All right. That was a good show.
That is an underrated show.
It's very underrated.
It really is.
It's one of the best.
It was probably one of their best shows on TV at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Would that come on like Wednesdays, Tuesdays, something like that?
I'm not that old, Charles. I just
I'm sorry. I'm telling my age.
Yeah, I was like, it came on Wednesday. I was like, I watched TV starting in 2000. That's when I knew the schedule and shit. When I was like 5 and 6.
Got you.
So this is way before my time.
This is my time.
Yes. Your time is up. Your time is now. This Saturday, Charles, you ready?
For sure.
I'm ready. People keep on sending stuff. You going to SummerSlam? You going to SummerSlam? Yes, I'm going. I'll be there.
For sure.
I gotta watch Raw, but to catch up because I haven't been watching. So
Raw was all right.
Speaking of all right shows, number 9 is Half and Half, 2002 to 2006.
Half and half.
Huh.
That was
That was a good theme song, though.
That's not. No, that was 1-on-1.
Yeah, 1-on-1 was.
I was just thinking.
Half
Half and Half was another theme song that was good.
It was really good. Mm-hmm. That was the only good part of the show too. The theme song.
damn.
Show was.
It was all right. The show was all right.
Yeah.
Show was.
Shout out to Essex Atkins. Still fine as hell.
Yeah.
All right.
What's she doing? What is she doing these days?
She's producing.
Well, she's been fine since Smart Guy.
She has been fine since Smart Guy.
Yeah.
She's been fine since
All
Smart
right.
Guy. I mean, her head always been big.
You're definitely showing your age now. You said Smart Guy. You said some.
I remember the first episode of Smart Guy. Do you hear me?
Oh wow, that was before color TV.
Fuck you, Chris.
Oh, play it, Charles. Please forgive me.
You still had the turn dials like
With the pliers.
Don't go by it. Now you got to go all the way back.
Man, speaking of going all the way back, number 8, y'all remember Dance 360, 2004 to 2005, with Kel Mitchell as the host?
Was Fredro Starr? Yeah. I thought Fredro Starr was the host.
Yeah, he I thought he was one of them too.
I was about to say, I could have sworn Fredro Starr was the host of that shit.
Yeah, Fredro Starr and Kel Mitchell was the host. It was 2 hosts. They were hype.
Okay.
Now, I'm like, I remember rushing to the TV to watch this show.
Was that sponsored by like Microsoft?
I don't know, but the prizes were just dumb. They were like, you get an Xbox 360, a Boost mobile phone. Like, what? Who wants this shit?
Boost mobile?
It wasn't even like AT&T.
Damn. Back then, they probably weren't even AT&T.
Boost Mobile. Oh my god, I remember Boost Mobile. Holy shit!
It was horrible. It's still around, Walter.
I know it is, but I remember when they started. Y'all remember Metro PCS? Hello.
Hold on. Wait a minute. I read this wrong. Hold on. They said the prizes were $360. $360.
Hey man, back then that was a lot of money.
Wait, Echo Unlimited clothing gear.
Echo Unlimited.
Limited.
Wait. Hold on. Pause. There is a shirt in my closet right now that's Echo Unlimited that I got recently because somebody gave it to me.
Give it away. Give it, re-gift it.
Not even an Xbox 360. It was just a regular Xbox, the black box, the old Xbox.
I had one of them.
With the big controller.
The big
one that's sitting back there in the corner?
The big
with the black controller.
Yeah. Like the Xbox that's on the bookshelf there. Damn.
Yeah.
That
came out 22 years ago, right?
Yeah, it's like 2001, yeah.
I was about to say it was like 2000.
So I remember the Shrek game came with it.
Damn.
They had a Shrek
remember
game.
the 360 came with a dual. You could get because they had the arcade, the Pro, and the Elite.
I was an Xbox. I was PS the entire way.
I was both. I didn't care, and I remember
Dreamcast to Xbox.
You was Dreamcast. They're pretty much the same controls.
Yeah. Dreamcast had that big ass controller with that like little window in the middle.
Yeah, with one analog stick.
Dreamcast was. I was around for Dreamcast, but too young to really understand all about like gaming at the time. So what was the window for?
That's for the memory card.
The memory card.
Okay.
That you never had.
Yeah, it was like a memory card, but at the same time, you could put it like it'd be like sometimes the game will come like a little mini game inside of that. So it'd be like a little game or character like inside the window.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was yeah. I just played Ready to Rumble and that's about
Ready to Rumble?
I
played Miss Pac-Man. Who was on now? Looney Tunes Space Race. Star Wars Pod Racer. That was a good game on there.
I have Pod Racer for my Xbox right now for like the new one.
The original. Yeah.
Yeah, because
it's not on the Switch.
Yeah. So they ported it over and it's still fun to play. The best way to play it is on like at the arcade though, with the actual big ass fucking cockpit.
Yeah. Well, speaking of arcade, number 7 of my top 10 UPN TV shows is Digimon Frontier. When they turned into the Digimon.
No, not the original.
Not the original. The original wasn't on UPN.
It was on
Fox
WB.
Kids. Yeah, it was on Fox Kids.
Okay. Didn't nobody watch that shit.
I did.
You didn't watch Digimon?
Maybe by that time I was getting out of my Digimon and Pokemon and all that shit phase. What years was that?
I loved Digimon when I was younger.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's my 9th grade year.
Oh yeah. 04 was 9th grade. Wow.
Well,
I was just 9.
03, 04 was 9th grade for me. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Man, you went to 9th grade after the blackout.
Yeah.
Man. By the way, that 20-year anniversary is coming up in 2 weeks, so make sure you guys stock up on your non-perishables.
That shit ain't gonna happen again.
I'm just saying. Number 6, One-on-One, 2001 to 2006.
Great show.
I started watching that again recently.
Is it on?
I watched it again. It was
Paramount
cringe.
or something?
I think it's on Paramount.
What'd you say?
Is it on something? Is it on like Paramount or was it on like Netflix for a minute?
No. Like this was less than a
Netflix.
month ago when I put it back on. Let me find out real
I
quick.
thought it was on like Netflix or something.
I guess shit.
One-on-one. It's on Netflix.
I
Is it
thought so.
Netflix?
It's on Netflix.
Man, Netflix finally did that thing where I gotta pay for Netflix now.
I know you went in and be like, oh, this TV doesn't register because you have too many.
Yeah, I was like,
passwords.
really? Y'all really gonna sit here and do this?
Mom, come on.
Y'all are the worst. I swear. Y'all suck.
Like, Daddy-o, let me see that password.
Honestly, though, because what they say it was like $6-7 a month to have an extra house added to your plan or something. I'm like,
which was too much money.
It is, but I'm like, I'll just bite the bullet and pay my dad $7 a month.
Yeah,
that's cheaper. Because that's cheaper than paying however much he's paying for Netflix, anyways.
Yeah, I don't know. If I gotta pay for stuff, it's just
Netflix is tired of y'all motherfuckers not paying and having that shit in 12 different houses.
Well, maybe Netflix shouldn't have made a point to say, "Hey, go ahead and share your shit."
I remember Netflix when they was just the disc,
the DVDs.
And then they started to where you can watch it on a computer only.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I watched
I thought it was both. You could do. You
can pay. You can get like one disc, and then you can also watch it on a computer.
Yeah, because I remember my cousin had Netflix first, right? And I used to hang out with him all the time when I was younger. And what he would do is, we would go get the disc and all that. But it got to the point where, all you needed was just a disc that opened the gateway for Netflix, right? So if you had that disc, then it would connect to the server and you could watch whatever you wanted off of that disc without having to consistently trade them in and out.
That's how I watched the whole series of Prison Break.
Prison Break.
When I tell you, I spent like 12 hours a day watching all 4 seasons.
I don't like Prison Break like that.
What?
I didn't like it.
At the time, Prison Break was like the best thing on TV.
It sure was. I mean, when Prison Break was out, I was like 10, so I didn't care.
But I watched Prison. That was one of those shows that would be on if my parents weren't paying attention to the TV. And
you're like, wow.
Oh, you had
like,
parents
wow,
that care what you watch.
I think in their entire original run, I've seen a grand total of 3 episodes of Prison Break, and most of them were just because I just happened to be in the room and couldn't find anything else to watch.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. I didn't start watching it until probably like it went off, but it was just one of them things like you was like, I guess I'll watch this. And then it was just like, I just kept watching, and it was just like, this shit is great.
We gotta watch the next episode.
Yeah, like that's how I got into Game of Thrones. I was like, I ain't gonna watch that shit. And then I watched the first episode, and he was fucking his sister and pushed the little boy off at the end. I was like, well, I gotta see what happened in the next episode.
Yeah, I think that was the thing that really kind of kept people in Game of Thrones, was that the first like 4 episodes of that entire show were just so goddamn different than anything we had been used to. Because I remember having that same exact thought, like, did he just? Oh, that's not the
What's
kid,
that?
man.
Yeah, like you like, was that? Hold on. And then he just pushed that. God damn it.
Be like, oh shit. But why was niggas invested? Well, because they had nigga problems.
Nigga problems. And speaking of nigga problems, number 5, the Parkers. 1999 to 2004.
So
not higher?
No.
I didn't like
I hated Kim Parker so bad.
Like I
every time she opened her mouth, it was like, shut the hell up.
Like I really,
and that's higher than that's higher than Moesha, and it was a spinoff from Moesha.
Well, the Parkers was a way funnier show. 1. Second of all, Monique and Professor Ogilvy. That was the best.
Professor Ogilvy.
That was the best relationship on camera to this day.
Oh, that's fair. Like I said, I didn't like
it was better than Urkel and Laura.
You think that game of cat and mouse was better than Urkel and Laura?
Way better, because he did not want her. at all. And he made her know it, and she still went after him.
Did they even end up with each other at the end of the show? They never ended up together? Okay.
But in Family Matters, though, they, he
had to be Stefan first, and then,
he was like, I didn't know that was Steve. All right, Laura. All right, Laura. Whatever gets you off. All right.
All right.
Number 4. This is one of my favorite shows. Veronica Mars, 2004 to 2007. Started off on UPN.
Nah, I didn't really watch white people shows.
Very good show. That's a very good show. It was a very good white people show. Now, if they made something like that for black people during that time, it's like they for sure did it later with Tyler Perry, but back in the day, it was Veronica Mars. Now we're getting into like the top 3. These are the shows that when you think of UPN, these are the shows you know were on UPN. Like these just come off the tip of your tongue. Number 3, America's Next Top Model. That was their highest rated show for the entire network.
Didn't watch that shit. Okay.
I watched it. All the fine women on the show.
They was too skinny for me.
No, season 3 they had a whole bunch of plus size models. I was like, yes, hips, finally,
titties. Fuck it.
Finally, the underwear can fit on something.
Finally, look like nice on something.
I was like, there's a cheek. There's a cheek.
No, I get that. I was the same way when I was younger. I was like, what?
Especially when it came out, it was like 2000. I was 8 years old. I was like, wow, this is on at 8 o'clock. This is crazy.
they in bikinis, man.
I know that was on Thursdays, but then on Friday you had Friday Night SmackDown with the bikini contest. Oh, it was a great time. It was a great time to be a kid.
Yeah.
All right, Charles.
Puppies. No.
Puppies. Speaking of fine women, number 2, Girlfriends.
I can appreciate that. That's not number 1.
No.
What?
Girlfriends wasn't number 1?
Girlfriends number 2.
All right, so number
that whole group of friends could have got it.
Right.
Yeah, that's fair. I got no arguments there.
And Keisha Sharp's character. I'm playing. Right.
I got no arguments there.
No,
number
zero.
1 is,
and the craziest one was the finest one.
Which one?
Lynn.
Which one? Who?
Lynn.
Oh yeah, Lynn was number 2 for me.
Who's number 1?
Number 1 is definitely Maya. For me, at least. For me, at least.
Charles, just like that's.
Maya was my number 1, and then number 2 was Lynn. Number 3 was Tony. And number 4.
No, I ain't really like Tony like that. Like, I mean, she had them lips. That's all. That I was like, hey,
yeah.
She had them fucking lips.
Joan was up there,
but Joan had that ass.
She did. Damn, don't bring that up. Yeah, she's 3. Joan is 3.
Joan,
shout out to Tracy Ellis Ross.
Shout out to, and she still got it. That thing
still fine, and she's still not married.
She only 51?
No.
She's pushing 60. I thought.
No, I think she's like 51 or something like that.
I'm sorry, Tracy. I don't know how old you are.
I really don't give a damn. She's still cold.
Oh, she's only 50. Wow. I don't know. I'm sorry, Tracy. I gave you 10 more years. I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. Yeah, I gotta watch the show again.
Chris' views and opinions do not reflect the rest of the panel.
Oh no, it surely doesn't. I'll make sure I put that in the beginning of the podcast.
I'm pretty sure we say that every goddamn episode.
Every episode, I gotta say it in the beginning of the show. So Walter, what was your ranking of the 4 friends?
I'm gonna pass on this one.
You can't pass. You know the characters.
No, so here's the thing. I didn't watch a lot of Girlfriends.
Girlfriends.
When I was young, when I was younger, it just didn't really appeal to me. So I was like, all right, this is cool.
But there were 4 fine black women.
I know there
Los
were.
Angeles.
I know there were. I know.
See,
and that was cool. Like I liked that, but it was like at the time. Remember, I'm a little bit younger than y'all. At the time,
it was
I
the
was
Los
like,
Angeles version of Living Single.
Living Single. I was just thinking that.
Wait, is Living
Single was on Fox.
Living Single was on Fox. Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't remember.
Come on now.
It was Martin Living Single, then New York Undercover.
I still gotta watch New York Undercover because I just watched the 90s documentary, and they were talking about how New York Undercover was one of the best shows on TV. I'm like, I need to watch this show.
Boy, it was great. Like
test.
Like for its time, New York Undercover, like it was very progressive before like all this shit. Like, you know, they had an episode with like trannies and drag queens and like
what?
And they used to let them cuss because it came on at like 9 o'clock. They said certain words that you really didn't hear, you know, then that you hear now. But you know, back then it was like you was like, oh, all right, they said that.
They said it.
They a couple of episodes they let the N-word fly.
Oh, they sure did, yeah.
A couple of episodes, like my dad used to let us watch that shit at 9 o'clock. After that went off, then MASH came on. I knew it was bedtime.
Yeah, it's time to go to bed.
But the crazy thing is, I didn't appreciate MASH until I got a little older. Then I realized
I still haven't appreciated it.
See, my thing with it is my parents watched it. They watched because my parents are a little bit older, so they watched a lot of the older shows. So I grew up watching.
Your parents made hieroglyphics.
Oh, fuck you, man. No, so
like,
look, I sat there and watched all of the old white and black shows from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and whatever.
Why'd you put the white people first, Walter? Why'd you put white first? It's black and white. I'm playing. Go ahead. Sorry.
Kris, I know where you live. Don't start with
I know where you live too. I Uber over there.
Exactly.
I'm like,
I sat there and watched a lot of MASH when I was younger, and then as I got older, I started rewatching it here and there, and then I actually sat down and watched the entire show from beginning to end. And
I'm sorry for your pain.
Well, no, I had a much better understanding and much better appreciation for it as I got older because a lot of those jokes flew over my head.
I was about to say, yeah, when you older, as a kid, you don't get some of them jokes. You be like, what the fuck? That shit ain't funny. But when you older, you be like, oh, I get it now. Like, oh, that shit hilarious. But as a kid and you watching that shit, you like, yeah, what the fuck? They hit the laugh button for.
Yeah, just killed someone today.
Yeah, like. Yeah, so
but it also dealt with a lot of serious issues in a very comical way, which I appreciate. Which I don't think a lot of shows do, especially don't do them well.
But not this one. Number 1 of my top 10 UPN TV shows.
Buffy.
What'd you say?
Buffy.
Fuck Buffy.
Hey, I'm just saying.
First of all, Buffy was WB. Which we'll get to that next week. Yep.
I thought it was UPN.
No. It was started on WB and went to the UPN.
Okay.
And it's not gonna be on that list either. We have number 1. We have Everybody Hates Kris, 2005 to 2009.
Wait, when did the merger happen then? Because
Everybody Hates Kris was 2005.
I thought Everybody Hates Kris was on Fox.
No, it was on UPN.
Everybody Hates Kris started on the CW. It was one of their first shows. I thought
it was on UPN. Then the next year it went to the CW because that's when.
Got it. Okay.
So it was mostly on the CW, but it was originally UPN.
It was originally UPN.
Look, in 2005, all I knew was that ABC had cartoons on Saturday morning, followed by Power Rangers. PBS had good shows on until 5 p.m.
5:30.
Correction, 5:30 on like Wednesday night because they had like Dragonfly or some shit like that. And then
Verified TV. No, they had Saddle Club. Don't diss Saddle Club now.
That too. And the news came on 3 different channels. And that was about it when I was younger. Oh, and 20 had kid shows.
From 3 to 5. Yep.
Jackie Chan Adventure, the Batman, all them shows.
Shaolin Showdown, Batman Beyond.
Yeah. Shaolin Showdown.
Ooh.
Shaolin Showdown.
I found the clip of that last year. Static.
Superhero, Static Shock. Whoop, whoop.
Remember Cubics?
I just watched Static Shock on Max.
Oh yeah, it's on Max. Yeah, I watched the series.
The whole series is on Max. Yep.
Yeah, I watched.
They got that. They got a Batman animated series. They got the Batman Beyond.
As I've said a few times before, and I know I say it in the chat a lot. I'll say it again. WB or like DC's animated lineup is 10 billion times better than anything their live action shit is, except for the Dark Knight. But like. I've been going through Max's library, watching a lot of their
animated movie.
Yeah, one after another. I watched like the Son of Batman versus
that shit is fantastic. That shit is great.
Yeah,
like if they can incorporate their animated movies into a live action movie, they will be pretty much all right.
But I think what's happening is you have the animators that know the material. Some of them write the comics as well. But you also have people who really, really like what they're doing. You have people who really love the stories that they're writing. So it's going to be better. Whereas a lot of the screenplays that have come for the live action have just been.
I'm just a happy man right now.
You found it, Chris?
No, I found Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker movie from 2000. It's on. This is one of the best like movies of all time.
It's on Max.
It is. I think one of my favorite lines in all of TV has definitely come out of.
He said, "Batman, you about to get beat, so you gonna take it an hour later." That's what Joker said. I said, "God damn."
Hey, this is a reminder that Joker will kill people. He'll fight Batman. He'll do everything on planet Earth except fuck with the IRS.
That's true.
You owe them $137 million.
Mm-hmm.
What?
If killing if being a terrorist doesn't stop you, the IRS will.
The IRS. It's like, oh, you're taking money from America now? No.
You can do everything you want, but not pay America.
We fuck with our potholes. Oh boy.
No, but look, if you think about it, most of the people that have been caught, like big profile people that end up getting caught on tax evasion. Like they got Al Capone on tax evasion, not on racketeering or laundering, just
grand thefts,
right?
Murder,
accessory to murder.
They got them all.
Conspiracy to commit, like nothing, none of that. They were like, but his taxes though.
$50. He owes $50 just to the city of Chicago. Get him
right. And then they were like, all right, so we got him for tax evasion. They're like, all right, so we also got him for like 100 counts of felony murder, a couple of racketeering counts, a couple of money laundering, a little bit of fraud.
Out tail light.
Right.
Got his ass. So even if you get out of jail from life in prison, you still got to pay the out tail light ticket, which was like $250.
No, at that point, I feel. Look, if I'm gonna go to jail on tax evasion, I'm just declaring bankruptcy.
Damn.
I'm already fucked anyways, right? Like.
Damn. You're fucked either way if you do or don't.
Well, yeah, no, because like once I get out of there, I still have to pay back the taxes. But if I declare bankruptcy, they can't come after me for any of my previous taxes. Yeah, my credit's shot forever. But if I owe enough money to where the IRS is putting me in jail,
man, we're over time, but it's okay.
We'll get it right one of these days.
We're going on 2 hours on YouTube, so shout out to all of our listeners and people who watch on YouTube, who will watch on YouTube, because we do this late at night, so no one's watching really. So
we could try doing it on like earlier.
I can't do it earlier because I coach, which somebody was supposed to be at practice today.
How was I supposed to know?
Charles Turner.
Did nobody tell you? Didn't nobody tell me nothing about practice.
The AD, our friend, the AD, didn't tell you that practice was today?
No, sir.
We had 30 people show up.
No, sir. He did not tell me about practice today.
Your whole team showed up. Not really your whole team, but the basketball team came.
Who was there from the basketball team?
Evan was there. He came. You know what I'm saying?
That's because them motherfuckers don't want to run cross country.
They don't. But I was like, you're gonna run as equally as much here. So
we gave them a choice. We say either you run cross country or you play soccer.
Mm-hmm. Some of them want to go run cross country because to run, but I mean, have fun because the soccer team fight some white people.
Yeah,
okay.
It's okay.
Few scruffles.
Yeah. I mean, they'll be all right.
Yeah. We got practice tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
What time?
6 to 7:30.
Wow.
Yeah. You're as bad as my players. You're like, coach, I don't know if I can make it.
I got to be honest, Chief. I ain't gonna be there.
It's looking kind of.
That's cutting into my nap time before work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, coach, I got a job. I was like, I got a job. I just came here from my job.
I got a job.
Yeah.
I got a job.
No, I'll try to make it.
I gotta make my bread, coach. I'm like, you got the rest of your life to work, so you're only 15.
6 to 7:30.
Mm-hmm.
At the field.
Yep, at the field.
Okay.
I was like, Coach Turner gonna have to run them laps for you. I'm fine.
Shit, I get in my car and go around that bitch on the dirt.
I said he had to make the laps. I didn't say how he had to make the laps now. Why is it making donuts over there in the dirt?
Security would have been calling down like, somebody driving laps around.
Yeah, Motor Mercer's not until September.
The field. Yeah. No. All right.
That'd be so bad. But yeah.
We got what's it called? Conditioning in the morning too.
In the morning?
Yeah, we work out in the morning.
For basketball?
Yeah.
Oh, wildin'.
It'd be like it'd be early. We'd be outside, so we have to get it out the way.
Where's it at?
What's it called? Hemlock Park or something like that in Dearborn.
Hemlock Park. I don't know what that is. I don't know.
It's right there off of you know where the home games was at? Off Miller.
Yeah, you know that side of Dearborn?
Well, I'm not close. I mean, that's just where the park is at.
Hemlock Park. Okay, so I see it.
Yeah.
I was by Wingfellas. I do
you know it from restaurants and shit.
Mm-hmm. By Wing, I got it highlighted on my Apple Maps. It's by Wingfellas. And the Masry Suites, the sweets place.
We be out there from 10 to 11:30.
10 to I got a job. I can't be out there.
Hey.
I got 9 to 5. Now, if you said 7 to 9, I'd be like, all right, let's do this.
I got 11. I work 11 to 7:30.
11 to 7. Oh, at night. So you do the 11 to. Yeah, that's what Alyssa she just left like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
To go to work. I'm like,
midnight
see ya. Documentary time.
Yeah. I ain't going back to school next year though.
No.
Nah.
You just coaching?
Yeah. I'm pulling a Kris.
You pulled a Kris.
I'm pulling a Kris.
You get to sleep all day now?
Man, what? You know how much sleep I was missing out on?
Shoot.
Because I would leave the post office and go straight there and be there from 8 to 2. And then leave there, go pick up kids from school, and then go to practice, leave practice, come home, try to eat, shower, nap, and then be out the house by 10 o'clock. So I could be at work at 11.
Man.
Yeah.
Let's listen to that. I was like, yeah, I'm tired. I was getting tired listening to. I was like, man, when do you sleep?
Man, I didn't.
Like, where is the sleep?
Shit, you might have walked in that teacher line and called me sleep a couple times at my desk.
I did. I was like, and walked away.
Shit. But it is what it is.
Yeah. Speaking of that, see you next time on the KrisCross Corner podcast. Thank you, Chuck, Walter, and Marcel, who left and didn't say he was leaving, but it's okay. See you next time.
Came back.
Just like the girl from Family Manners.
He went upstairs and never came back down.
Never came back down.
The melatonin kicked in on his ass.
He's over there like some click.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. See y'all next time on the KrisCross Corner podcast.